Hello. That was crap. Hello everyone. Hello. Wonderful. If you haven't heard me speak before, it's like panto with information. Is that all right? So we're going to have a good time, but we're going to learn some stuff about our businesses at the same time as well. My name is Amy McManus. I am a University of Kent graduate. I've never got a clap before. That's really cool. Today we're going to be talking about marketing your business with no budget or very little budget. Okay, so very small amount. I know. It's not exactly what it says on the tin, but we need to spend some money on it. Put your hand up in this room if you have loads of money. Cool, you're in the right place. Oh, thank you so for being so honest. Yeah. We all now hate you. Put your hand up if you have a business. Wonderful, we're in the right room as well. So, my name is Amy McManus. I am the Managing Director and Founder of a business called AM Marketing. It is an award-winning top 30 Google partner, and it's a top 30 partner within the UK out of 30,000 agencies. I'm a TEDx speaker, I'm a member of the Guild of Entrepreneurs, I've won Amazon Business Awards, I'm a Google specialist, loads of other stuff, which is all quite impressive. But the only thing that you guys need to know is that at one point, I was in exactly your position. At one point, I was sitting in my bedroom, or in the lounge, or in the kitchen, trying to work on my business with only a Wi-Fi connection and a laptop, with absolutely no money whatsoever, no staff, no team, just me. Because we all start in the same place, right? And what's most important to know about this is everything that I'm going to teach you and talk to you about in this session, I have used myself for my own business, I use it for my clients' businesses, and it doesn't matter whether you are a small one-man band as you guys are, all the way up to global multinationals. We go through the same process, they follow the same strategies, okay? Cool. We're going to hopefully have some time for Q&A at the end. So if you've got any burning questions, anything you really want to know, note it down and hopefully we'll get around to it at the end. But there is a lot of stuff to cover. I've really packed this in, so let's get started. Oh, that's just some people I've worked with. I don't mean to show off, but you know, it's so that you know that I know what I'm talking about. Right, so we're going to be talking about your website, we're going to be talking about Google, we are going to be talking about making the most of social media. We are then going to go on to creating content, free design tools that you can work. If you were in the session a moment ago about funding, they were talking about making a good presentation to give to investors. I'm going to teach you some design tools that are completely free, where you can actually make those presentations to go to investors with if you don't have a designer. We're going to be talking about video, PR, create a story, and more free tools and then get on to the Q&A. So let's get started. Who already has a website? Wonderful. Who is about to build a website? Fantastic. Okay, so there are two ones I would suggest to you guys, depending on your skill level. So who would say you're really techie, you know how to write HTML, you know how to change CSS? Awesome, there's quite a few people. So for you guys, we're talking about WordPress, okay? WordPress is a really great platform. It allows you to do loads of things. All of you here have heard of WordPress before. But if you are not techie, if you do not have a designer, if you do not speak code, if you do not know how to write HTML, out of all of the website builders that are out there, there are many. We use just one called Weebly. I don't know if you've heard of it before. It's essentially click and drag, all of the coding is done for you. So if you're in a position where you need a website, Weebly is the one that we would suggest. Others you may use like Squarespace and Wix. For loads of different reasons that we do not have time to go into, Weebly is the one that we suggest. It's the one that Google likes the best. Okay? And if you are a coder, if you do know HTML, you do know CSS, you can actually go to Weebly's code file and change it about. You can create stores on there, if you have a store, and the hosting is really, really affordable as well. It's around about 60 quid a year, and that includes all of your security as well. It also includes a 24-hour line where if there's something wrong and you want to contact someone about your website, something's happening, you can just talk to them on chat, you can talk to them on email, you can even call them. So that's why we would use that. So start your website, you use Weebly. Who has a website? Put your hand up again. Put your hand down if you don't have Google Analytics on it. Oh, who hasn't put Google Analytics on their website? Thank you for being honest, people. Google Analytics is extremely important to have on your website, as is Google Search Console, which you may not have heard of. These are two completely free programs, okay? Because not only does Google have a massive ego, Google love it when you use Google products, therefore it does come some way into helping your search rankings, but also Google Analytics will allow you to see what your customer is doing. Did your customer go onto your About page and click off after 2 seconds? You think, oh, my About page, well, I should probably look into doing something about that if people aren't really looking at it. Did they go to the basket and buy your product, put your product in the basket, and then not do anything, not buy it, they just abandon the basket? Okay, well maybe if I can see that, I can think, well, maybe my delivery cost is too high, or maybe they didn't like the way the page looked, maybe it looked unsecure. Google Analytics is a great way to see the customer flow through your website, see what they're doing, and therefore change your website to make sure that it attracts more customers, attracts more clients. Google Search Console, again, if you don't know how to make a website, you don't know what's going to make a good website, what Google are really going to like, Google Search Console is a great free tool where you input your website and it tells you what is wrong with it. Google will say to you, you don't have this, you don't have that, you need to improve this, you need to improve that. And all of those changes you can then make to your website to help it climb the rankings, okay? So the whole point of this is to make sure that when someone types in the keywords concerning your product, concerning your service, that it's you that come up, not your competitor, okay? We could literally talk about this slide all day, but that is it. Write these things down. Google Analytics, Google Search Console, if they're not on your website, they need to be on them, okay? Please feel free to take pictures of any of these slides that you want. I do not mind, absolutely go for it, and I will also send them to Rebecca at Kent Business School and NACUE as well, so that you can have access to them. Right. Cool, so does Google like your website? Once you've made your website, or perhaps you already have a website, it's all about making sure that Google like it. Google make 500 changes to their algorithm every single year, okay? So one time you could be right on the top, and the next day you could be right at the bottom of page 3, okay? And page 2 of Google, we know, is the best place to hide a dead body. No one goes there. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that Google like our website. We want to make sure that when our customers are looking for us, that we are there. All of this stuff is free. All it takes is your time. So the first thing you need to be thinking about is the UX, as we call it, which is the user experience, okay? So 20 years ago, 10 years ago, it used to be that if you had a perfect website that was coded absolutely perfectly, and you had a coder make it for you, it could look like absolute crap, but if it was coded perfectly, you'd be at the top, okay? That's how it used to be. It's not that way anymore. It has now shifted. The Google algorithm has changed. It is all about the user experience. It is about, can a customer get to a page of your website from any other page within three clicks? And that includes a click on a drop down. Are all of the pages easily accessible? Does your page load quickly? You've got to have, every page on your website has to load within 5 seconds. I would even say it's now 3. It's got to be quick, 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 quick. Loading speeds particularly, does it load quickly on mobile? It didn't used to be the case that mobile accounted for whether you rank now, but now if you have a slow mobile website, it pushes you down your website down the Google rankings. Everyone's on mobile now. 60% of your business will be on mobile at least. If you have a retail business, it could be up to 80% of your business on mobile. You need to have a mobile-friendly site. This is all part of the user experience. Look at your website, take a step back, get your friends to use it. Is it a clear journey? Is the point at which someone comes to your website and the point at which they buy or they contact you, how long is that journey? Can you shorten it? Can you take some links out of that chain to make that process as smooth as possible? This is what I mean by user experience. Having a call to action on every page. So this is what I mean about reducing the chain, okay? So someone comes to your website, do they have to go through 3 steps before they contact you? Why not just put a call to action on every page? Why not just have a contact form on every single page? Why not just have a little contact or buy now at the bottom of every single page, rather than having someone to go through an entire process just to get to buy it, okay? And using SEO online checkers. So this is really important, and this is, again, absolutely free. If you do not know if your website is made well, because let's be honest, we're not all expert coders. We're not, you know, you run your businesses, you do what you do well. We don't all know about websites. So if you go into Google and you type or you search for SEO checker or SEO online checker, you'll get a whole list of websites from people like Moz, people like Neil Patel. You go onto their websites, you type in your URL, your www.mystore.com, and it will tell you what is wrong with your website. It will tell you if it is loading at the amount of speed it should be. It will tell you, are your images compressed? It will tell you all of the little different coding changes that you can make, the SEO changes that you can make to make your website perform better. Okay, so that's a really, really good one. In addition to using Google Webmaster Tools, which will do that for you as well. This is all free, all completely free. So you can create a perfect website using Weebly, using WordPress if you are more skilled in coding. And it's that, the reason we talk about this and the reason we do this first is because there is no point marketing your business for free or with money if they're going to go to your website, it's not going to load, and you're going to lose that person. Okay, so you've got to sort out your house first. You've got to sort out your website first. Make sure that when people do come to it, that you are giving the best show of your brand and the best show of who you are as a company. Oh, cool. So, out of the people who have a business here, who uses social media? Fantastic. Okay. Why do you use social media for your business? Let people know what you're doing. Which platform do you use?
Instagram.
Wonderful. Why did you pick that platform?
Because I saw photos easier to like post images.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anyone here? Did anyone pick a different one to Instagram?
I picked both. I picked Facebook as well.
Uh-huh.
To kind of reach the older generation.
Yeah. Fabulous. Yeah. It is. Yeah. It's us oldies that use it. Yeah. So which platforms should you use? The answer to that is you use the platform where your customers are, okay? And that may seem like a really obvious thing to say, but you do not want to be on Twitter when all of your customers are on Facebook or otherwise. Your lady out there, completely right. Facebook is for the older generation. If you have a product that is ran about like for the 40 plus, Facebook is where you need to be. Instagram, again, for your sort of age range, absolutely perfect. Younger than that, you're talking, you know, Snapchat, that kind of thing. So use it. When I say use the platform where your customers are, research other companies that are like your business. Research your competitors, research people that are in the same sort of arena. Where are those conversations happening? Are they happening on Facebook? Is that where they're getting the engagement? Are they happening on Instagram? You know, where are these people actually getting insights, questions? Where are they getting the engagement for their customers? That will give you a really good insight into if it's working for my competitors here, it will probably work for me too. The main thing I'd say about which platform should you use, if you do not have time, if you are doing your studies, it is far more important to pick 1 or 2 platforms and do them well than say, oh, I'm going to do all of them, okay? Because particularly while you're studying and you're fresh and you're new, it is really important to pick 1 or 2 and do them well, rather than do a load of them poorly and not have enough time and not be posting enough, okay? How many times did you post? How many times do you post on your Instagram account?
I try to post daily.
Yeah?
Even if it's not like basically like a story.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Has anyone got anything different? How many times do you post on your social media accounts? Just shout it out. No?
Shout out.
Not shout, okay.
Weekdays.
Huh?
Weekdays, Monday to Friday.
Weekdays, Monday to Friday, is that the sort of business that you have where people would just be there on a business? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, the thing about how many times should you post, people say different things, okay? And you're going to read so many different blogs online. Some say daily, some say twice daily. Twitter will say 5 times a day. You know what? I do not care how many times you do it, to a point, as long as it is consistent. If you're going to do it daily, do it daily. If you're going to do it 3 times a week, which I would say is probably the minimum for Instagram for a post, make sure that it is 3 times a week. If you are on YouTube and you are putting out 1 video a month, make sure that it is 1 video a month and it is posted pretty much on the same day every single month. Okay, so it's all about consistency. It's all about showing that social platform that the content you're putting out is actually happening regularly. Okay, so for Facebook, Instagram, you'd be looking to sort of a minimum of 3 times a week. But if you can only do 1, only do 1, but make sure that it's consistent and that you do 1, okay? What should you post? That's a really interesting question. Does anyone here follow any sort of schedule or, yeah?
Yeah, we kind of run a social enterprise, so we do like 1 inspirational story,
Yeah.
and then a date,
Yeah.
and then 1 about something we're doing.
Okay, nice, that's nice. So it's really nice to create a structure. Again, this is completely free, and you sit down and you think, okay, what am I actually going to post? Because it can be, you can get bogged down and you can say picture, and you just end up with loads and loads of pictures of your product. But if you need to sit down and actually create a structure of, okay, well, one day maybe I'm going to create an inspirational post. One day I'm going to talk about our business itself. One day I'm going to talk about our products. One day I'm going to talk about our ingredients. And sit down and have that structure there for you. It's also really important to mix up your media. So don't just be doing all pictures. Have a picture, then a video, then perhaps a blog post or something like that. Something that creates a little bit of differentiation between just having the same content over and over again, which can get a little bit boring for your customers. Social sizes already created for you. You would just click Instagram post. It have the size already there, you just make it. It has pre-created, hundreds of pre-created content. It has icons that are free as well. It has loads of other stuff that you pay for as well, that costs $1, or you can have a subscription, but a lot of it is free. And we use it in our agency. This is not something that's just for students or just for freebies. This is really brilliant design software that has completely shaken up the entire marketing industry, where you do not need a specialised designer anymore. You can even create business cards in this and have them made with the crop marks so that they are ready to send directly to a printer. You do not need a designer. You can just use Canva, and it's completely free. It has an app version. The app version isn't as good, so I'd always say to use it on desktop. It's much easier to use. Mosho, has anyone heard of Mosho? Mosho is lush, so if you, rather than just posting a picture or posting a video, you can put it in Mosho and it creates loads of different animations, and you can create captions with it, you can have text writing over the top, you can add music, which is completely free. You don't need royalties for it, it just adds its own music to it. So Mosho is free, but it'll put a little Mosho logo in the corner, which isn't great, but I think the full version is 30 quid. And that's, I'd say it's really, really worth it. Quick, has anyone heard of Quick? Cool, amazing. So Quick is made by GoPro. It's a really nice app. You can use it on desktop as well. Quick is very similar to Mosho. It will place all of your images or videos within a nice little animation, and you can create different sizes as well. So you can create a size for Insta stories, you can create a size for an Insta post, you can create a size for Facebook. So you change it all and then resave the video so you can post it on different social medias. And Gift Toaster. Anyone? Oh. It does what it says on the tin, you can make your own GIFs. So if you've got a video and someone's falling over, you just crop it to that little bit and just have that person constantly falling over. You might not want to use it in your business, but it's great for personal use. But yeah, again, Gift Toast is completely free. So what we're doing here is all about creating a little bit more than here's a picture of my product, here's a picture of my product, here's a picture of my product, okay? This is all about creating animation, helping tell your story, make it a little bit more interesting, so that when someone's flicking through that Instagram feed, your stuff stands out a little bit more. Your stuff makes them stop and go, oh, that's really interesting, I like that post, I'll click on them and see. It's all about creating a much bigger presence on social media, which, as we all know, is free. Cool. So, when you have a business, who is shooting video? Good job, that man. Yeah. So, Video is so important, and again, shooting your own video is free. You guys all grew up with tech, you guys all grew up with the internet. Making a video and editing it for you guys is not hard at all, okay? So we are in the age of video. It's 2019. We've got, okay, so 80% of all global internet consumption is video content, okay? That's what people want. They want to see video. It is perfect for lazy customers. Lazy customers that do not want to read blogs. They do not want to have to sift through a website. They just want to see a video. And actually watching a video about a company makes a person twice as likely to then buy a product. So go out there and shoot some content. It's the type of content that is most gauged, most shared. It also ranks on Google. So if you've got a video on YouTube that answers a set question, or it's questions about your products, or the titles are there, that will actually rank as a YouTube video on Google search results. So someone's typing in something to do with your brand, your video could come up rather than your website. So it's really, really important. Hands up business owners as well. What's your business? What's your story?
We're basically two business partners, quite young. They're probably 16 and 20, and we basically develop digital solutions, artificial intelligence, and this kind of things. We innovate the world.
Okay, digital solutions and these kind of things. Wonderful. Okay, great. So, just see what I'm getting here a little bit, people. Your story is so important. Is a magazine going to want to go, I want to write about digital solutions and those kind of things? Or are they going to read about two young entrepreneurs that decided to break the mold and create their own AI company because they didn't believe in what was what else was being done? It's a little bit about changing it. It's not lying at all, not by any stretch, by what we said earlier. But it's just about creating your story and realising what it is that you do. If you don't know your own story, how is an investor going to know your story? If you don't know your own story, how are your potential customers going to know your story? So what I want you to do today, when you go away from this, is think about your story, think about your unique selling points, think about when you're going to go to these magazines, you're going to get people to try and work with you. Write for free about your brand. Why should they write for you? Why are you interesting? Why is your brand interesting? The main thing that you have is that you are all a group of amazing students, an amazing, whether you're from college, whether you're from university, you've created businesses, or you're creating businesses. Most people do not do that. Most people at your age are out at spoons. This is amazing that you're...
Most of us were out at spoons.
Yeah, okay. At this point on a Sunday. Nothing against spoons, sir. Right. But you are here at a national student enterprise conference on a Sunday after a Saturday night out. That is amazing. Okay. But it is. And that is the first part that your story should be. I am a student, or we are a group of students that decided that this is what we were going to do, and here is why. We wanted to do this to help people. We wanted to do this to change. We wanted to do this to break the mold. And that is already an amazing story, and already a unique selling point, and already why someone will come to you and buy your service instead of someone else's. Okay? Right. Okay, this is another free tool. Particularly for people with products, but particularly for people, or anyone can use it. It's just called Google Trends. It essentially tells you what people are looking for. So you can type in different keywords, you can type in different subject matter, you can see how popular it's got over time. A really good one to put in here is like vegan or vegan products, vegan skincare, because vegan is huge. And it will tell you the graph and the interest. So it will say like it was no interest a few years ago, and then it just goes up exponentially. Like, you guys start your businesses, get out, networking. Networking is another thing that's completely free. Even if it's not specific to your business, it will give you a real opportunity to pitch and practice pitching with people. And everyone in the Kent business scene is, and other counties as well, not just Kent, they're all decent people that own businesses. And you come as a student enterprise with your business, they're gonna, give that platform to you. They want to help you. You've just got to tell them how. You've got to tell them why you're there, what you're doing, and how they can help you. And they will. They will. Sorry, that was a bit of a side note there. One more? Oh no. Oh. Anyway, guys, I really hope that has been informative to you. I've tried to pack in as much as possible. I will be here. I'll go. Oh, it's lunch now. Fab. Yeah. So I'll go outside or stay here and come and ask me as many questions as you want. Okay.